Welcome to Beyond the Comic Book. I'm Ed, and today we're going to talk about Moon Knight. In particular, his comic book origin, which seems to be slightly different from the new Disney Plus show. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't know who he is or what his powers are, so I decided to make this video to explain that. But first, please leave a like on this video and subscribe. It will really help my channel to grow. I really appreciate it. Moon Knight first appeared in Marvel Comics Werewolf by Night number 32 in 1972. In this comic, Marc Spector was a highly skilled mercenary hired by a group calling themselves the Committee to kill Jack Russell, the werewolf. At that time, Moon Knight didn't have any special powers. He was just highly trained in hand-to-hand combat and weaponry. He was given his classic suit and weapons by the Committee. Over the next 8 years, Moon Knight fought alongside heroes such as Spider-Man, the Spectre, and the Defenders. But in 1980, he got his own Marvel Comics series with a new origin for the character. The only similarity between his first appearance and his first solo issue is that he was a mercenary for hire. After that, the origin of Moon Knight is vastly different. In this new series, Marc Spector was second in command to Bushman, a terrorist with a skull face and steel teeth. However, Bushman and Marc, they had their differences. Marc considered himself a professional soldier, not a butcher like Bushman. Marc quickly realized that he was fighting on the wrong side of the law when their new mission put innocent lives in danger in exchange for gold. At that moment, Marc and his longtime friend Frenchie decided it was time to part ways with Bushman and his crew. That night, Bushman and his crew of terrorists attacked the Egyptian town of Salima. They slaughtered most of the innocent town people and all of the local militia while they were searching for the golden archaeological artifacts. After stopping an old man from stabbing Bushman from behind, Marc Spector immediately regretted it. Bushman used his steel teeth to kill the old man by biting his throat. Marc then frees the old man's daughter named Marlene and tells her to drive away as fast as she can. When Bushman finds out that Marc released the daughter, he forgives Marc only because he had just saved his life. Bushman then kills the remaining townspeople in cold blood by firing squad and is attacked by Marc in an attempt to save the people. But Marc is severely beaten and left to die in the desert. He spends the entire day roaming the desert, but after nightfall, he stumbles into a campsite and is quickly taken to the tomb of Pharaoh Seti. He then falls dead at the feet of a statue of the Egyptian god Khonshu and a young woman named Marlene, the same woman he had set free the day before. Being one of the gods of the moon and also known as the Taker of Vengeance, the spirit of Khonshu revives Marc, giving him the strength and speed that increases during a full moon. Marc then takes the cloak from the statue of Khonshu and returns to Salima to take his revenge on Bushman. Marc arrives in Salima only to find that Bushman has forced the wives of the slaughtered men to dance for his entertainment. Using the power given to him by Khonshu, Marc single-handedly defeated all of the mercenaries except for Bushman, who escapes into the night. After regaining his full health, Marc joins forces with Marlene and Frenchie to become the Moon Knight. He also creates two new identities, Stephen Grant, who turns Marc's humble savings account into millions of dollars, and Jack Lockley, a street-smart cab driver who hears everything that goes on in the streets. Now, it should be noted that his new identities were not considered a result of dissociative identity disorder until the late 2000s when Mr. Knight, a suit-wearing investigator, was added to his multiple personalities. The new Disney Plus show seems to follow the storyline of dissociative identity disorder as evidenced by episode 1. Oscar Isaac, who plays Stephen Grant / Marc Spector, does a fantastic job switching between these personalities and sheds light on how disrupting this disorder can be to the lives of those suffering from its effects. So leave me a comment below letting me know if you've seen the first episode and what you thought about it. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so that you won't miss any of my videos. Take care, and I'll see you next time.